Let's see. All right, testing, 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 testing. All right. Testing round 2 here. Testing, testing, testing. Purple Raiders taking on the Student Princesses here tonight in the first round of the OAC tournament. All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome here to the McPherson Academic and Athletic Complex here on the campus of the University of Mountain Union for tonight's women's volleyball matchup, a first-round OAC matchup between the 4th-seeded Purple Raiders and the 5th-seeded Heidelberg Student Princesses. Should be a great matchup when these two teams faced off during the regular season. Ended up being a 5-set thriller that the Raiders ended up coming away with the win in that one. And looking at the Purple Raiders in their last outing on Saturday to conclude the regular season, they were swept 3-0 by Ohio Northern on the road in Ada. And as for Heidelberg, they went to John Carroll over in University Heights and came away with a 5-set win, 3-2, over the Blue Streaks to conclude their regular season run. And now the rosters have been introduced, the starters have been announced, and it's time to get started here at the MAC. And what a season for the Purple Raiders women's volleyball program. Picked to finish 8th in the conference. We're sitting 3rd there on tiebreakers, end up dropping down again that 4 seed, but if they had won on Saturday, if I'm not incorrect, would have ended up being the 1 seed in the entire tournament. The whole OAC would have been running through Alliance, Ohio. So just a great year overall, and exciting to see if they can continue to build on what they did during the regular season. But it'll be Mountain Union's serve to start off the opening set here tonight. And looks to be Molly Thomas back at the service stripe for Coach Mankey Morrison, and we should be about to get underway here in a sec. And we're underway here. Thomas's serve popped up. Now a hit across. Thomas with the dig. Cross court swing by Ellison, just kept up by Heidelberg. Casares with the dig for the Raiders. Set outside. And a light little swing up over the defense and into the back row. Kept alive by Heidelberg. And a violation called. And looks like it'll be going against the Purple Raiders there. So Heidelberg opens up with the first point of the night. And heading back to the stripe, number 18, Maddie Soransky. Pardon me, that was a little mouthful there, but Soransky, a nice serve there, popped up, hit across, in wide there. And it looks like it'd be a tip called there. But that'll send back to the service stripe for the Purple Raiders, Heaven Bartel after the swing. Popped up by Soransky. Little light hit up, dug up by Ellison. Bumps it outside. Darby Leininger hits it across, sent over by Heidelberg. And passed over to keep it going. Up at the net. And blocked back by Leininger. And a block touch there. Bartel keeps it alive. Set back to Ellison. Ellison a cross-court swing. And no touch called. It's going to go out of bounds. And Heidelberg gets the point. And Sadie Estel back at the stripe now for Berg. Leininger tries to tip it across, gets it off the block and gets the kill there. And a good decision there. Sees the blockers are way too high up there, not going to get a clean hit, and just tips it off the side. And Alexis Meyer now for the Purple Raiders with Caceres back at the stripe. Dug up by Soransky up the net. A swing there, but goes up over the Purple Raiders. And they're going to call a tip there. I don't know about that one. Looked like it split around the defenders pretty evenly. But Heidelberg's not going to complain there, and they'll pick up the point and go up 3-2. And on the swing there was number 7, Anamia Trux. Or pardon me, Anamaya Trux. And now coming on, heading back to the service stripe, number 14, Nicole Thomas. And Custom Border coming on in the front row as well. And some great energy here tonight. Both teams starting to get into it early, trying to get the energy on their side. And the serve popped up by Bartel. Set up in the net. Meyer, a light swing over, kept alive by Heidelberg. Blocked back by Ellison. And hit across in just long there on the hit by Custom Border. Now Katie May heads back to serve now for Coach Mankey Morrison. The Raiders finding themselves in a battle here early on, and I mean, just based off the regular season meeting between these two teams, this is what you could have expected coming in tonight. And the serve popped up by Custom Border. Hit across and just kept up by Caceres. Caceres a little pass over to keep the rally going. Set outside, tipped across, kept up by Bartel. And Sprunger hits line there, lands it right on the dot and gets the kill. Custom Border with the initial touch and hit across, and no one seems to touch that one. Comes down on the Purple Raiders side and a kill for the Student Princesses. Outside, Sprunger a swing, blocked back, and off Sprunger comes down. The point goes to Heidelberg. And the serve on the way by Petiti. Bump set outside, just cut inside by Sprunger. Set middle and tipped across, kept alive by Leininger. Caceres sends it over to keep the rally going. And now a strong swing there, goes off the block by Alexis Meyer and out of bounds. Point to Heidelberg. Leininger with the dig. Set, middle, Myers will reach way back to get that one. Rolls along the tape, comes down on Heidelberg's side, and the hit popped up by Bartel. Passed over by Caceres. Set, middle, and the swing by Truex sent back on over. And now bump set outside to Leininger, gets it across, gets the kill there. And now Leininger, after the kill, heads on back to the service stripe. Doug set outside, Truex off the block, kept alive by the Raiders. Now Sprunger reaches up, hit, blocked back. Great block there at the net by Heidelberg. And now a return tip. May keeps it alive. And passed over by Caceres. Set outside, and what a laser beam coming off the block by Alexis Meyer. And that'll be a kill. And wow, Saransky with an absolute bullet there. And Meyer with a bullet of her own to return the favor. And that'll send her back to the service stripe. Dug up by Saransky, Petiti. And a bullet there goes off a Purple Raider. Goes off Adrian Petrisco. And out of bounds for the kill. And Pena serving now for Heidelberg. Bumps it up, Sprunger hits it off the side of her hand. Not what you wanted to do, I can't imagine so. But either way, that's a smart place to put the ball. There was no defense there in the back corner. So that's what you want to do. Not sure if that's what she intended, but hey, give her the benefit of the doubt there. That's good placement on the ball. Thomas' serve on the way. Popped up by Saransky. Saransky a hit over. Now outside Ellison, a swing. And just outside there. And that'll go down as a hitting error. Saransky serve a bullet there. Thomas just getting out of the way in time. And that'll go down as a service error and give the Raiders a point. Bartel heading back to the stripe now. And a long serve there by Bartel, kept him by Saransky. Saransky, a little roll shot over into the middle of the court for the kill. Not a Raider in sight. Back, Ellison tips it across, gets the point there. Good placement there, sees the blocks there, doesn't swing, instead just redirects the ball right around that block. And unfortunately for Heidelberg, they can't get a good touch off of it. Caceres' serve on the way, popped up by Saransky, set back, and a swing, popped up by Thomas off the hit by Evac. Batiti, a little running shot there, over and wide there, or pardon me, long. Saransky with the dig out, Patiti, and off the block there by Meyer. She gets the kill. Bartel with the dig, set back. Ellison winds up, swings off the block, kept alive, sent over, and across by Custom Border. Set outside, and a big hole swing there by Patiti, kept alive by the libero, number 9, Sarah Oni. Set outside, Leininger winds up, swings cross court, popped up by Patiti, back to Patiti, tips it across, kept alive by Thomas. Leininger once again, and won't get it this time. Oni with the dig. Patiti, another swing, kept alive by Caceres, and set across by Thomas. Was going out of bounds, was played by Oni. Alexis Meyer with a block there. Saransky a swing and puts it long there, just a little. I mean, could not have been that far from being over the line there. And for Oni, could have had her team the point. Could have got her team the point there if she doesn't play that set by Thomas that was going out. But of course, in tight games like this, 50-50 situations, if you're not 100% certain it's going out, you got to play it. So it's understandable why she did. Oni with the dig. And a swing there cross court, kept alive by May. And a bullet there from Truex. Set outside. Patiti, a cross court swing, sends it off Caceres and sends her falling down and gets the kill. And these Heidelberg hitters can really put a ton of velocity behind the ball. Set middle, Meyer sends it across, gets the kill there. Right over the blockers and into the dirt. Oni picks up the dig. Set, middle, and a big swing down Main Street by Truex for the kill there. Splits the blockers perfectly. Set outside, Alexis Meyer, Heaven Bartel, strong cross-court swing for a kill, sends it ricocheting off the defender. Meyer serve dug up by Oni, up at the net, a swing there. And they're going to call 4 hits. Going against Heidelberg there, the ball didn't break, didn't get over the net, and didn't touch the blockers either before the next touch. Popped up by Patiti, set outside, and not sure whether to call that a hit or a tip there, but either way, for Saransky, she'll get the kill. We'll call it a power tip there. It didn't look like she really swung as much. She just took that ball and just redirected it with some authority. Pena serve, popped up by Bartel. Now Sprunger hit, kept alive by Pena. Cross court swing, wide there. And a point for the Purple Raiders on the swing by Evac. Now Thomas will come on and head back to the service stripe for Coach Mankey Morrison and her team holding on to a 15-14 lead as we get into the middle of the first set. Popped up by Saransky, back out to Saransky, blocked back by Bartel, tipped across by Evac, kept alive by Caceres, up the net, a swing, and a set across by Thomas. Outside, Bartella swing cross court. And wide there, just by a hair. But that'll be a point for Heidelberg, and we're tied up at 15s. Soransky looking to give her team the lead back. Petrisco with the dig, set back, and a little slide for Ellison. Gets the kill there, sends it to the back corner, and ricochets off Oni. Back, and a tip across, kept alive by Ellison. On the tip by Estel. Leinecker, a strong swing there from the outside position to get the kill. Soransky with the dig, set outside, but tedious swing there, sends it off. Caceres still in play, and hit across by Bartel. What a sequence there for the Purple Raiders, and a tip there. Catches them unaware. Catches them sleeping there. And nice placement by Evac. And Leininger now swing, gets it around the blockers, gets it into the back row, and gets the kill. Puts it just to the left, just by a hair, and fits it into the back row there. Strong serve by Caceres there. Set back, and a strong swing picked up by Molly Thomas. And a misread there by Meyer leads to a Heidelberg point. And a tight affair here as we start to pull down into the final stages of this set here. 18-17, Raiders holding on to the lead. But back at the service straight, number 14, Nicole Thomas for Heidelberg. Bartel with the dig. Set back. Ellison winds up. Nope, she'll tip it across off the block. She gets the point. Great decision there by Ellison. Choosing just to redirect it and then sending it off the side of the block. Where when it was as tied to the pin as it was there's no chance it was going to come back on the Purple Raider side. Set outside. Petitia. Swing with authority into the back row. Puts it right inside that end line. Gets the kill. And Heidelberg just refuses to let Mountain Union get any separation in this game. Whenever it gets up to a 2-point lead for the Purple Raiders, Heidelberg always, without fail, comes back and gets the point. Caceres gets the dig and blocked back on the hit by Meyer. A little miscommunication. The Raiders give up the point, and we're tied at 19s apiece. And Coach Mankey Morrison not pleased, wants to talk things over. 19s apiece here, all tied up in the opening set between Mountain Union and Heidelberg. We'll take a break and be back here after the timeout. And we're back here out of the timeout. Elsewhere in Raider Athletics, the women's soccer team here from Mountain Union up 2-0 on Baldwin Wallace right now, and a strong swing there. Authority puts it down inside the line for the kill. What a play there. But with a little over 25 minutes to go in the first half, women's soccer up in that matchup. Back down here, Leininger, a swing blocked back by Truex, and Truex got up, pressed over the net, and gave that ball no chance of getting over. And the service ace there for Petiti off the touch by number 22, Katie Guerrera of the Purple Raiders. And that's another timeout burned by Mountain Union. Heidelberg up 22-19 in the first, and they've opened up on a 3-0 run coming out of that first timeout by Mountain Union, and they have all the momentum right now. For Mountain Union, you got to get a point this next rally. Got to get a side out, get the ball back, start to pull a little momentum away from Heidelberg, but really this is getting to a point where it's imperative you get 2 to 3 points on this coming out of this timeout. Go on a 2 to 3 point run to keep this game tight. Otherwise, Heidelberg's going to take this first set, and the Raiders are going to have to look to reset in the second. But out come the Raiders, ready to get back underway here with play. But looking elsewhere around the OAC tonight, 6th-seeded John Carroll taking a visit down to New Concord to take on the 3rd-seeded Muskingum Muskies in the first round of the OAC tournament. Let's take a look at how that game is going right now. Booting up the live stats here. Muskingum up 1-0 after winning the first set, 25-20 down there. And looking ahead to Thursday for the semifinals of the OAC tournament, the winner of this matchup between the Raiders and Heidelberg will take on number 1 seed Ohio Northern, with the matchup of the John Carroll Muskie game taking on Otterbein. Leininger, a swing now down the line, popped up by Oni. Set back, Soransky, a little roll shot over to keep the rally going. Leininger gets a second chance and popped up by Oni, kept alive, and hit across by Soransky. Casares with the dig. Leininger tips it across. Third time won't be the charm now, and a redirect over by Soransky. Maybe the 4th time, and no, she's blocked back, and Heidelberg goes up by 4. A great wall put up there by the front row players for Heidelberg there. Petiti almost gets a service ace there. Meyer hits it line and gets the kill there to end what was a 4-0 run for Heidelberg coming out of that first timeout by the Raiders. But now for Mountain Union, you got to get 2 to 3 points here. You got to get 2 to 3 points. And that'll be all she wrote for this set. And a service error there for Leininger, and that'll all but seal this opening set for Heidelberg. 24-20, Raiders trail. Guerrero with the dig. Set outside. Bartel swings cross court. Kept alive by Heidelberg. Soransky a swing there. Kept alive by Leininger. Good job getting down. Keeping it going. And Bartel swings line and gets the kill. And the Raiders will refuse to go away here. And coming on now for the Purple Raiders, number 17, Catherine Klopp. A freshman middle hitter out of Sycamore, Ohio and Mohawk High School. And a service ace for Meyer there. Heidelberg can't get a good touch there. Off that initial touch by Thomas. And Heidelberg wants to talk things over. They'll burn a timeout, leading Mountain Union 24-22 here in the opening set. And now let's take a look at some of the first set stats so far tonight. Right now, your kill leader for the Purple Raiders, the senior number 11, Maria Ellison, with 4 to pace the team. And to round out the top 3, Heaven Bartel and Alexis Meyer both have 3 apiece. And looking over at Heidelberg, Maddie Soransky with 6 kills so far to pace her team. And pretty incredible. That means she's accounted for individually, just off of kills, has accounted for a quarter of her team's points here in the opening set. To round out the top 3 for Heidelberg, Petiti has 4 and Truex has 2. But for the Purple Raiders, they're really going to need to try and slow down Maddie Soransky if they're going to have a chance to get this game and move on to the semifinal at Ohio Northern. But looking at hitting percentage, no surprise here. Soransky leading her team with a .294 hitting percentage so far. And for the Raiders, Isabella Sprunger is hitting .500 so far on the night to pace Mountain Union. Now out of the timeout, time to get back underway. Raiders looking to stage a furious rally here. Meyer serve picked up by Oni. Set outside and a swing. It's long there on the swing by number 26, Sadie Estel. And the Raiders hope to stay alive here. 24-23. And not a great touch there. Heidelberg keeps it going. Hit across. Leininger gets low, keeps it going up at the net. Tipped across, and oh, they're going to say it was outside the antenna. And that'll do it. Molly Thomas tries to cut that one inside. Just can't quite do it. 25-23. Heidelberg takes the opening set here tonight. And we'll go up 1-0 overall here in the match. We'll be back here following the intermission. And we're back, coming out of that first intermission and looking ahead to the regular season matchup. Looking back, rather. A similar start. The Raiders dropped the opening set in that game. Also was played here at the MAC in the friendly home confines of the McPherson Academic and Athletic Complex. But the Raiders much tighter in this game than they were in that. They dropped that set 25-17. But they were right here with them. And certainly off to a better start than they did in that regular season matchup. Clop with the block there. A back row hit by Petiti to keep the rally going. Back, Ellison a swing, blocked back. Thomas gets a touch there and it goes into the scorer's table. And Heidelberg opens up with the point. Thomas a bump set up. And a tip over by Ellison. She'll get the kill there. Nice decision. Goes up, drops the elbow, or actually never even raises it, sees the block is there, and just keeps her elbow down, tips and redirects. Oni with the dig now. Bump set outside and a swing, and a kill there for Estel. And now Saransky heads back to the line, and Maddie Saransky, easily the MVP right now of this game, if we were going to give one out. Klopp tips it across, sent on back by Estel. A standing hit by Leininger stays on the Heidelberg side. And Klopp with a block there to get the Raiders the point and tie us up at 2s apiece. Meyer coming on now for the Purple Raiders. Casares' serve picked up by Oni. Set outside, Petitia swing. And Casares with a great dig there. Leininger swings, splits the blocker, snipes the back line, gets the kill. Set, back, Estola swings, splits through the blockers. Raiders keep it alive. And Leininger swings off the block, kept alive by Heidelberg. Now a bump pass back for Saransky, who sends it wide and out of bounds for an error. Now Saransky with the dig, set back, Estola swing, and blocked back by the purple wall up front. Put up by Darby Leininger and Alexis Meyer. And the Raiders up to their biggest lead of the day here, 5-2, and a 3-point lead. Saransky with the dig, bump set outside, and a hitting error there by Petiti. Raiders off to a tremendous start here, quickly jumping on Heidelberg. Now a swing off the block by Meyer. That'll end the run for the Purple Raiders and cut the lead to 3. Bortel with the dig. Off the Estel serve. Ellison a swing. Kept alive by Estel. And a back row strike there by Saransky. Bump set back. Leininger a swing. Cross court. Kept alive by Saransky. A little push set outside. And out wide there on the hit by Petiti. An absolute bullet, but just hits too low on the ball, which causes it to carry out of bounds. May's serve on the way. Picked up by Saransky. Set back. And a powerful swing there, popped up by May, and the Raiders won't be able to get another touch there, and Evac picks up the kill. And a service error there by Thomas. Can't quite clear the tape, and the Raiders go up by 4. Thomas with the dig, bump pass, way on back. Estel with a swing, popped up by Leininger, tight to the net, set outside, Bartella swing, and snipes the back line. Looked like it was going to carry long, and Heidelberg can't believe the result. And the serve dances on the tape, gets over, and Leininger gets the service ace there. Custer Border tries to lay out to pick it up, but just can't quite get it. And almost a service ace there. 2 Heidelberg players combine, or not combine, run into each other and blocked back, but out of bounds, and the Raiders get the point off the swing. And almost a scary situation there for Heidelberg. Could have had 2 players hurt as they ran into each other in the back row trying to play the ball. But Heidelberg burning a timeout, trailing 11-4 here early on in the second set, and Mount Union jumping all over Heidelberg and looking a whole lot more focused here to start off the second set. We'll be back. And we're back here out of the timeout. Raiders looking to continue building their lead up on Heidelberg. Truex swing, but it's blocked back by Sprunger. Oni hustles out of bounds to keep it going. Up at the net. Looked like to be a little mistimed by Sprunger, but she gets it on across back to Sprunger. And misjudges the ball there. Raiders cough up the point. Popped up. Bartella's swing gets over the block. Ricochets off Oni and into the scorer's table. And an absolute laser beam unleashed there. TD with the dig, set outside. Saransky gets the kill there. The Raiders can't play it off the block. And for Saransky, that'll actually be her first kill here of the second set. Almost a service ace. Bartella swing and gets the kill there. Sends it off Oni in the back row. And for Mount Union, a very balanced offensive attack here tonight. Multiple players tied up with 4 kills apiece to lead the team. And hit off the side of the hand there. Vestal, she'll get the kill. And just as we saw the Purple Raiders come out more focused out of that first intermission, Heidelberg after that timeout is looking like a much more focused team. Pena with the swing. Popped up by Patrisco. And Bartel blocked back, denied by Estel. Oni with the dig, set back. Thomas with the dig there, off the swing by Evac. And a line hit there by Heaven Bartel for the kill. And Heaven Bartel, just a freshman. Her and Darby Leininger, just freshmen here in their first season out of high school, having a big impact for what's been a tremendous Purple Raiders squad here so far this season. You know, they got beat up a little bit by Ohio Northern, but with Otterbein, well, they played them. Although they got swept, they were right there every single set. And a cross-court swing by Leininger for the kill, splits through the defenders and puts it into the dirt. Saransky with the touch, hit across by Petiti. And set across by Thomas, played by Oni. That one might have actually dropped right on the back corner if it hadn't been played. Evac with a strong swing there. Bartel with the dig. Thomas hustles, gets it, and hit across by Leininger. Blocked back by Klopp. Set back, Evac a swing. Still alive. Thomas saves it, but the Raiders can't do anything else. And Mount Union coughs up the point, but great effort there from the Raiders to try and keep that one going. And a bullet there unleashed by Saransky. Ellison, a tip across. Kept alive by Saransky. And sent on over by Petiti. Klopp with a swing. Blocked up. Kept alive by Heidelberg. Up at the net. A swing there. Sends it off Thomas. Caceres keeps it alive. And it's passed over by Klopp. Evac a tip. And the Raiders can't get it. And Heidelberg with the point. Set outside, Leininger winds up, swings, blocked back. Martel picks up the dig. Leininger, another swing, gets it through, but this one popped up in the back row by Saransky. Passed over by Klopp. And set outside, winds up, swings! And Bartel somehow keeps that one up. Leininger passes it on over. Tipped across, Caceres with the dig. Set over by Thomas, almost catches him sleeping. But Saransky lays out to keep the rally going. Hit across by Saransky. Thomas with the dig. And the Raiders, a miscommunication between a trio of Raiders, Klopp, Ellison, and Caceres. And a service error there, but an absolute bullet unleashed by Saransky. And a service error of the Raiders zone. It looks like Sarah sends that one into the middle of the net. That's still a high serve there. Bartel with the dig. Up, Meyer swings, gets over the blocker, gets the kill. And the Raiders push their lead back up to 6. And Alexis Meyer, welcome to the party. Now the leader in the clubhouse for the Raiders in kills here tonight with 7. May's serve on the way. And a service error. Service ace, pardon me. Service ace. Off the touch by Oni. And Heidelberg wants to talk things over, trailing 18-11 to the Purple Raiders. This set has been all Mount Union, though. I will say after that first time out by Heidelberg, I thought they came out much more focused. I thought they started to play the Purple Raiders a lot better. It's just Mount Union built up such a big lead. You know, it's a very tall task to ask this team to try and overcome that. But we'll see. Maybe they can. I mean, this is right there. Raiders still need to get 7 points to put this one away. They start to get some three-point runs in here, mix some of those in there. There is absolutely no reason Heidelberg can't come back in this match and end up winning it. And in this set, I should say. But taking a look at the other matchup happening here tonight in the OAC, let's take a look at that John Carroll Muskingum matchup in the second set. That one right around the same stage. 20-17, Muskingum in the lead, looking to go up 2-0 in that game. But John Carroll right there, looking to try and play the spoiler role and upset their way into the semifinal. But now both teams starting to break the huddle. It's time to get back underway here from the MAC. And over in the women's soccer bracket, the Raiders now up 3-0 on Baldwin Wallace with just under 3 minutes to go in the opening half from historic Mount Union Stadium. Oni with the dig and blocked back by Meyer. And the Raiders will get the point there. Heidelberg, try as they might, can't get a touch off there. Petit tries to lay out the end, but just can't get enough of her hand under there to pop it up to allow one of her teammates to make a play. May serve into the tape and down for the air. And taking a look at that soccer game, the Raiders 2 goals out of Andrea Decker, who's had a tremendous season, and Molly Eubanks coming up with the other one. But back to the action here. Leiniger, not a great touch there. Sprunger tries to lay out and pop it up before it hits the dirt, but she won't. That'll go down as an ace. Meyer with the dig. Set up to Meyer, tips it across, and tipped over Bartel with the dig for the Raiders. Outside Leiniger, a swing, and looks like a double going to be called. Going against the Purple Raiders, and indeed it will be. May, set back, Leiniger swings cross court, popped up by Saransky. Passed over, Raiders keep it going. Meyer, a swing there, a strong one, and an overpass by Heidelberg. And a bullet there unleashed by Petiti. Passed over by Leiniger to keep the rally going. Truex with a tip over, Raiders keep it going. Caceres gets it over. Petiti a tip, blocked back by Sprunger. And Oni a hit over. Bartel with the dig. Bump pass up and blocked back. Sprunger sends it back. Third time she gets it over and gets the point there for the Purple Raiders. And Isabella Sprunger, first time didn't get it, second time didn't get it, third time finally got to stay over on Heidelberg's side, and the Raiders picked up the point. Set outside, Petiti tips it across, hits the antenna though, and that'll be a hitting error. Oni with the dig now. Set, middle, Truex with some authority throws that puppy down. And no, they're actually going to call a lift going against Heidelberg. And Heidelberg in some disbelief down there. That was a tremendous play there on the ball, but unfortunately a lift happened at the same time. And a great block there. A big old block there by Isabella Sprunger to deny the student princesses. Set up at the net, a swing, blocked back by Meyer, and the Raiders need just one more point to put this set to bed. 24-14, Raiders leading. And this gym's starting to explode here at Mount Union. Thomas with the dig, and tipped across. Caceres picks it up, set back, Sprunger to try and end the set, and woke it over. But, you know, all smiles down there when you're up 10 points. All right, you can pretty easily live with an error like that one. Just a miss hit there, doesn't get over, hits the tape. But oh well, for Mount Union, you're up 24-15. That's an easy one to shake off. Set outside, and a line drive hit there on the sideline by Evan Bartel. 25-15. Raiders will take the second set and tie this match up at ones apiece. And who knows what we're going to get in the third set. The Raiders had a tight battle in the first, dropped it, came out firing on all cylinders in the second, took it decisively by 10 points. We'll see how Heidelberg responds here in the third. I mean, I definitely think they've got the hitters, you know, Maddie Saransky, Liana Petiti, you know, Estel. They got guys who, or I guess girls, I should say, girls who can really hit the ball. And they got a nice libero in Oni. They got all the tools to compete with this Purple Raider team. They just got to be focused. So I'm excited to see how they come out here in the third set, but we'll be back here in a sec following the second intermission. All right, and about time to get out of this first intermission, or second intermission, wow. Out of this intermission, Raiders all tied up with Heidelberg, ones apiece here after two sets, and the Raiders a dominant performance in that second to tie up the game. And an update from that women's soccer matchup happening across the way here at Mount Union Stadium, 3-1 at halftime. Raiders up Thomas' serve gets us underway here. Saransky, a quick swing off Casera. She gets the kill. And for Maddie Saransky, a very quiet, very quiet second set for her. Only picked up 1 kill after racking up 6 in that opening set win. Saransky, a strong serve there. Set outside. Ellison winds up swings. And I think they're going to call 4 hits there. Yep, they will. As the ball didn't even clear the tape. Or rather, hit the tape, came back, didn't touch the blockers. And Thomas lays out right at the last second to let that puppy head out of bounds. And that'll be a service error for Saransky. And some good vision there. Thomas just at the last second hit the deck. And off the block there by Ellison, Petiti picks up the kill. And now heading back to the service stripe will be Estill. 3-1. Heidelberg starting to jump out to an early lead here on Mount Union. Set back Ellison, tips it on across, and gets the kill for the Purple Raiders. And a long serve there by Caceres. That puts Heidelberg back up by 2. Thomas' serve picked up by Bartel. Ellison winds up. Cross-court swing picked up by Oni. And tipped across by Petiti. Leininger with a swing now off the block. Oni with the touch. Up at the net. Truex blocked back. Raiders get it on over. And Saransky a swing. Popped up by Bartel. Thomas lays out to get it over. And hit into the net by Leininger for the error. And a great atmosphere here at the MAC tonight. And Bartel splits the blockers for the kill. But a great environment here. The soccer team in the building now. The men's soccer team, that is. In the building now with the women's team at halftime. And bringing a ton of energy with them. And I believe their own speaker. But a lot of energy those guys bring with them to the gym. And the Raiders are enjoying it for sure. Oni hits it over to keep the rally going. And Meyer a swing there, somehow kept alive by Oni. Caceres with the dig, set back, Sprunger gets up, swings over the block. Oni with the dig once again. And now a back row strike, it sends it long. Bartel with the hitting air. And an unorthodox sequence, but the Raiders get it over. And a strong swing there, blocked back by Meyer, but out of bounds. And Petiti serve just wide there. Good follow there by Leininger. Popped up. Truex with a hit over. Blocked back by Meyer. Petiti a swing now. Sends this one long and out of bounds. Raiders get the point, and that'll make it a 7-5 lead for Heidelberg. Raiders refusing to let Heidelberg jump on them in this set. Set back. Truex a swing. And off the block by Meyer. Comes down on the Raiders side. Now Petrisco coming on for the Purple Raiders defensively in the back row. Oni back to serve. Set back and tipped across by Sprunger. Great placement there. Just a nice play by Heidelberg and a hit long there. Or rather, I should say wide, but Well, I suppose a cross-court hit. You could say it went long there. Either way, out of bounds. Raiders get the point. Now coming on in the back row for Heidelberg, number 13, J-Lo Hernandez Rodriguez. Myers serve over. And tipped across. Raiders somehow keep it going. Get it over and inbounds there. And now a strong swing, but wide there. And no touch called on the swing by Saransky. Sent it off the side of her hand. And also trying to get it off and around that block there, which was so tight to the line that he gave her almost no chance. Gave her almost no chance to get it inbounds. Hernandez Rodriguez with the dig. Swung across with some authority and a kill there for Estill. Spronger the hit over there. Oni with the dig. And hit across by Estill. And Klopp reaches way back for that one. Gets it over. Evac with the touch. And the Raiders will give up the point there. That'll be 4 hits out going against the Purple Raiders. Just can't get anything going on that rally. Set up and off the block there. Bartel with the dig for the Raiders. That'll cut the lead back to 2 for Heidelberg. Ellison and Thomas coming down now for Mountain Union. Thomas heading back to the service stripe. And the serve picked up by Saransky. Set middle and Evac splits the blockers for the kill. Bartel with the dig and hit across by Thomas. And now Estill, a strong swing down Main Street, kept alive by the Purple Raiders. Klopp hits it over. And around the block, rather, off the block there, a kill for Heidelberg on the swing. And Mountain Union burning a timeout here, trailing 12-8 to Heidelberg here in the third set. We'll be back. And we're back out of the timeout. And a service ace there for Heidelberg on the serve by Maddie Saransky. Bartel with the dig, sends that one right to the moon. Ellison on a slide, hits it, and hits it long there, out of bounds. 14-8, Heidelberg leading here. And a bullet there. Thomas sets it on across, snipes the back line for the kill. Count it. Count that one. Great placement there by Molly Thomas. Caesar's no one in the back corner, and just a quick set back there for the kill. And blocked back by Ellison. Set back. And Evac, a strong swing, just kept up. And somehow kept in play by Molly Thomas. I mean, just tremendous hustle there. Petiti tips it across. And the Raiders not able to do anything with that. They'll give up the point. And Heidelberg picking up yet another point. And the Heidelberg faithful are fired up there. Mount Union burning a timeout. 16-9. That'll be their final timeout of the third set. We'll be back. Borto with the dig out of the timeout. Set back. Ellison a swing. Cross court. A bullet there for the kill. Puts it right at the defender's foot. And Truex gets it over. Ellison winds up, swings, blocked back, pops it up. And a violation called going against Heidelberg. That'll cut the lead down to 5 for Heidelberg. 16-11. Just over the tape there on the serve by Caceres. Set back. Evac a swing there and dances off the block there by Leininger and out of bounds for the kill. And for the Raiders, really going to need a 3-4 point run right here to get this game back to a 2 to 3 point game. Leininger tips it on across, gets the kill there, puts it right behind the blockers. That's great placement. You have the two blockers there, you have a defender back, but you tip and you drop it right behind where the blockers are at. And the defender's just not prepared for that, expecting Leininger to swing for the fences, which he's done a lot tonight. Great decision making by Leininger. Petiti a swing, blocked back by Meyer, somehow kept alive by Heidelberg. And set up, Meyer tips it and gets the point there. Puts it right there in the corner of the front row to her left, where there's not a soul in sight. And Oni, an overpass, and sent back by Meyer for the point. The Raiders are getting fired up here, and this is just what they need. They've now got a 3-point run going. Heidelberg burns a timeout, and this is what they need. This has played them right back into the set. It's now a 3-point game. If they can get one more point, and be only back by 2, or actually I suppose that would make it a 3-point game, and then either way, you get within 2, you give up a point, now you're down 3. That's a nice place to be. That's a very manageable gap. You start mixing in a couple 2-point runs, you'll start running that team down. And you can come back, complete the rally, and win this set. And I tell you what, if Mount Union can somehow pull this off, I think that basically assures them a win here in the game, whether it's in 4, whether it's in 5, whatever. If you can come back from this far down to get the win, you're taking this match, because this is a Herculean effort they're trying to undertake. And down in New Concord, Muskingum up 2-0 in that game. In the other quarterfinal matchup going on tonight here in the OAC. But John Carroll up 15-14 right now in the third and looking to stave off elimination. Mays serve, dances over the tape, gets over. And Petitia swing. And somehow ricochets over off a Raider. Up at the net, Meyer swing, gets it past the blockers, gets it into the back row, gets the kill. And the Raiders are now within 2. And how about these Purple Raiders? And what will likely be the last home game, barring a miracle of the season. They're absolutely showing a ton of fight. Petiti's tip kept alive by the Purple Raiders. Leininger a swing there off the block. Kept alive by Heidelberg up the net. Truex a swing there, gets into the middle of the court for the point. And look at your stat leaders right now. Ellison, the senior, and Meyer with 9 kills to pace their team, with Bartel in third with 7. And Saransky continuing to have a slow night. A service ace there, and an error on the touch by Leininger. It looked like she was thinking about letting that one go, and at the last second got the touch. This time she follows it to the line, and that'll be a service error. And into the tape there by Leininger for the error. That'll push the Heidelberg lead to 4. For Heidelberg, Maddie Saransky, who's really had a pretty quiet night since recording 6 kills in that opening set. Has had just 3 since then, has 9 total on the match. Petiti with 8. Has second on the team, and Evac has 6 to round out the top 3 for her team. And the hit there by Sprunger just goes inside the back line for the point. Meyer's serve was going to fall just inside the back horn. Gets played on the slide. Blocks back by Bartel, and the Raiders trail 20-18. Popped up, set outside. Saransky a swing. Blocked back by Klopp and out of bounds into the Raiders bench for the kill. And that swing there will get Saransky into double-digit kills on the night. Set, middle Klopp a swing. And blocked in. Out of bounds, the Raiders get the point there. Just glances off the block there, which makes sense because you saw that ball hit the net, hit the tape, and just rolled the length. So it had to have taken a touch off the blocker there. Popped up by Saransky. Tipped over by Evac. A little bump pass back. Bartel blocks back. And the Raiders not able to keep it going. Heidelberg gets the point. Pushes their lead up to 3. And a violation going against Mount Union. Heidelberg picking up the point. And tipped across, kept alive by the Purple Raiders. Ellison a tip, no, she goes for the tip. Saransky picks up the dig there. A strong swing there, but doesn't clear the tape. And that'll be a hitting error for Evac. Pena pops it up, hit across by Saransky. Leininger cross-court swing, kept alive by Heidelberg. Evac a swing, and out of bounds. A good fall. Good highs by the Raiders there. Although where they were positioned, it would have been really hard to get back there in time. But Oni picks up there. And a swing there, ricochets off Bartel, and that'll be a kill for Petiti. 24-21, Heidelberg leading, needing just one more point to put away the third. Leininger with the dig, set back out to Leininger. Leininger hits line and snipes it for the kill to keep the game going. Darby Leininger with some timely hitting there, and an absolute laser beam down the line. Caceres' serve picked up by Saransky, set at the line, and comes down in the Purple Raiders side after the block. And 25-22, Heidelberg takes the third set and goes up 2-1 overall. And we'll be back here after the intermission. And we're back coming out of the intermission now. Raiders, imperative. It's turned into must-win territory. They got to put away this set and force a fifth if they want to come back and rally to win this match. But credit to them. I mean, it looked like for a hot second they might just pull off the rally, which, I mean, when you're down as far as they got in that third set, trying to get that rally is just a Herculean effort. So for them to have gotten consistently back within 2 and 3, just a testament to the squad. And the Raiders open up with a 1-0 lead here in the fourth. I'm looking over to the women's soccer match with a little update from there. Early on in the second half, BW with another goal. And now a 3-2 Raider lead. Raiders starting to feel some heat. Blocked back by Leininger and Klopp. 2-0 Raiders. And looking over to the other semifinal, Muskingum up 23-22 and looking to close that game out. Needing just 2 more points to secure the win. Oni with the dig. Set outside. Estel, a swing but long. And we'll see if they call a touch. It looked high. It looks like they're going to call a touch. And I don't often criticize officiating. I mean, certainly you're down there, you have a better view. But from up here, it looked like it sailed over the blockers and didn't change direction at all. If it had touched the block, it would have changed direction. But the call stands. Leininger rises up, swings. And tight to the net there. Blocked back by Leininger. Popped up by Bartel. Set outside liner, gets up, swings off the block. Kept alive by Heidelberg, hit across. Thomas with the dig. Ellison gets in on the fun now and hits it long and out of bounds. Make that a 2-2 game here. And dances on the tape, popped up by Caceres. Klopp tries to tip it on over, but it's played by Petiti. Outside Leininger swings, and off the block, gets the kill there. Evac gets up there, good kill, credit to her. Takes away the entire line, but has enough space left over between the pin and her outside arm for Leininger to get it in there. Saransky is swinging long there, and a hitting error to put the Raiders up by 2. And a final score out of New Concord, 25-23. Muskies take the third set and sweep the Blue Streaks. So that'll likely end the season for John Carroll. And for Muskingum, they'll advance to the semifinal and be taking on Otterbein on Thursday in Westerville. But down to the action here. Passed over by Ellison. Set back. And a strong swing there by Evac up at the net. A little side hand hit there for the kill by Leininger. Almost looked like she hit it with around like the thumb pointer figure area of her hand and just hit it straight down the line and inside. Now Petiti tips it over, blocked back by Ellison. And now Evac, a roll shot over, picked up by Ellison. Leininger a swing now, puts it down the line with authority and just dunks that ball down for the kill. Raiders lead by 4. Saransky with the dig, set back, Evac a swing, blocked back by Leininger. And Meyer sends it off one blocker, sends it off the other blocker, gets the kill for the Raiders. And Heidelberg burning a timeout early on here in the 4th. Raiders jumping all over them and up 7-2. We'll be back. Estel tips it over, picked up by Thomas. Bump pass back. Leininger across court swing. Kept alive by Saransky. And blocked back there. Estel with a return hit. Kept alive by Thomas. Leininger another swing. Popped up by Oni up at the net. Caceres gets the dig. Back. Ellison winds up, swings. Blocked back. Kept alive by Bartel. Leininger, third time's the joy. The charm. Nope. Kept alive by Heidelberg. And a mad scramble. The Raiders somehow, some way keep this rally going. Set, middle, Evac a swing. Thomas with a dig. And the Raiders scrambling keep this rally going. Petiti a swing. Kept alive by the Purple Raiders. And Ellison a swing. Blocked back. And into the antenna there off the touch by Bartel. And that'll end what was a dominant run for the Purple Raiders to open up the set. Bartel with the dig. Meyer at the net. A swing there. And kept alive by Pena. Set across by Thomas. Kept alive by Pena. And hit up and out of bounds by Petiti. And for Mount Union, a 5-point lead here, but too early to really relax. Plenty of ball left to be played here in the set, and they got to keep firing away on all cylinders. Leininger hits it across, a sniper shot there, popped up by Saransky, up the net, blocked back by Meyer, and the Raiders get the point there. Heidelberg can't play it. Set out and just tipped inside there. Looked like Truex misjudged where the serve was, where the set, was going. And just somehow managed to get a finger on it and tip it, and lucky for her, it just happens to drop right inside the sideline. Thomas's serve hits the dirt for the service ace. Leininger tries to lay out for it, but she's a little short. And don't look now, but Heidelberg starting to go on a little run here. And little runs like this are what play you back into games. Casares with the dig. Set outside. Sprunger a swing. Splits around the blocker. Kept alive. Petiti with the swing. Raiders will keep it going. And passed over by Leininger. Petiti a swing there. And she'll get the point there off the block by Meyer. And Meyer, a strong swing into the back corner for the kill to end the run by Heidelberg. And she had about enough of that. I wanted to see her team back at the service stripe, and that'll send Leininger back to serve. Loney with the dig. Set back. Truex a swing. Splits the blockers. Gets the kill. Puts it into the middle of the dirt. Trisco with the dig. Set up. And Heaven Bartella swinging a kill for the Raiders to push the lead back up to 4. And Heidelberg out of the timeout, really coming out as a much more focused team. It was 7-2 going into that timeout. From that point on, Heidelberg's been on a 5-2 run, outscoring the Raiders. Blocked back by Klopp, and somehow the ball kept in play there by Hopkins. Or pardon me, yeah, Hopkins. But ultimately gets sent out of bounds, and the Raiders get the point. Truex hits it up and over, an overpass sent back by Truex. Tipped across by Bartel. Saransky a tip kept alive by Mount Union. Sprunger a hit and snipes the back corner for the kill. Raiders with the point. And snipes the back line, a service ace for Alexis Meyer. How about that? Looked like it was going to go long. At the last second, drops in, and Heidelberg, Coach Jason Miller in his 22nd season in the helm of the program, wants to talk things over with his troops, trailing by 7, 14-7 here in the fourth set. Mount Union starting to regain control here. We'll be back. we're back coming out of the timeout. Raiders looking to continue to build their lead up and force a fifth set here tonight. Truex with the swing. Petrisco with the dig. Set back. Sprunger winds up, swings. Oni picks up the dig there. Sent across. And Bartella's swing up towards the net. And set up. Klopp with a swing. A lot of back and forth here. And off the block by Sprunger, out of bounds for the kill. Set back and tipped across by Sprunger, kept alive by Heidelberg. Saransky a swing, blocked back by Sprunger, and the Raiders get the point. Thomas to serve, picked up by Thomas, and Klopp. I'm not sure the Raiders knew where that ball was going, but that was a bullet. I mean, I don't think I've ever seen a hit go right off a block, straight up into the ceiling, all the way to the rafters and come straight on down. That was a hard hit there. Wow. And a middle attack there for Bartell off the block. She'll get the point and the kill. Oni with the dig. Set, middle. Evac. Swing there. And somehow Molly Thomas keeps it going. Oni with the dig there on the return. Saransky. Her swing dug up by the Raiders. Klopp a swing out of the middle. And great effort there by Saransky to keep it going. Passed over by Estel. And Ellison a swing there. And we'll see if they call a touch. And no touch there, so that'll be a hitting error on the senior out of Alliance Marlington High School. Saransky a swing and just long there on the serve. Good follow by the Purple Raiders. And even with the Raiders up 7 right now, it really doesn't feel like a safe lead with the way Heidelberg's been playing out of that last time out. Petiti tips it over. Popped up by Thomas. Bump pass. Bump set back. And a swing by Liner. Up at the net. Meyer a swing. Evac a swing. Thomas with the dig. And goes up out of bounds. And that'll go as a point for Heidelberg. And Myers swing there, gets the kill, and sends it off the blocker and out of bounds. (18-11) Raiders leading here. But just the energy and how Heidelberg's been playing here out of timeouts, it just feels like this lead isn't quite safe. They are liable. And a powerful swing there by Evac, sends it off a blocker down onto the Raiders side for the kill. Make it a 6-point lead now for Mount Union. Certainly, it's not too far away now. Now, if Mount Union can get up to 22, 21 points before Heidelberg hits, say, 17, 18, that's probably the set. But if they can get there before then, they could do it in a violation called, and it looks like that will be going against Heidelberg, and it will. Leininger serve popped up by Oni. Saransky, a back row attack, popped up by Caceres. Set outside, and Bartel tips it. And the Raiders get the point there, make it 20-12. And Raiders starting to pound on the doorstep. Iannone gets low, gets the dig. And Petitia swing, kept alive by Leininger. Bartel winds up, swings cross court. And up at the net, blocked back by Sprunger. Ricochets out of bounds off a Heidelberg player. And the Raiders up 21-12. And I think, barring a Herculean effort here, that should just about do it for the fourth set. And we should be seeing a fifth set here to conclude tonight's set. And what a match. It really has been a phenomenal match. Both teams have had moments that have been completely dominant and other moments where it's been highly competitive back and forth. And really, there are definitely two quality squads here battling out tonight. Meyer with the block touch. And Raiders won't get it on over, and they'll cough up the point. Set back, Meyer a swing. And a violation called. That'll be going against Heidelberg. Looks to be in the net and being called. And the Raiders will get the point. And the ball hit across by Hamster. And Sprunger, her hit blocked back off May. And Bartel snipes the back line. Wasn't quite a swing there. Was more of a forceful tip there. But snipes the back line perfectly. 23-13, Raiders lead by 10. Popped up by Thomas, set back. Truex tips it across, gets the point. And great placement there. Puts it right behind the block. That's where you got to, if you're going to tip, you got to tip and you got to put it right behind the blocker. That's the area to really attack on a tip. Because that's the most vulnerable part of the defense more times than not. Great placement there. Popped back. Sprunger winds up, swings off the block, gets the kill. And the Raiders are 1 point away from getting their second set win on the night. Popped up, set outside, and Petriska with the dig. Bartel, a roll shot over, kept alive by Heidelberg up the net. Estel a tip, and she'll get the kill. And Heidelberg staves off elimination, if not for at least one more rally. Pena with the serve, popped up by Bartel, set across by Thomas. Set outside, Bartel with a sniper shot there to the sideline, and she gets the kill. 25-15, Raiders take the fourth, and there will be a fifth set here tonight at the MAC. What a tremendous game we've had here tonight. Really, even though the Raiders won by 10 in this set, Heidelberg, for a hot second, it looked like they might just catch fire and manage to rally back and really make the Raiders sweat. They got so much talent here. Soransky, Petit, they got girls that can just flat out hit the ball. There have been some absolute laser beams unleashed by them tonight. And as I like to say, I think we should be in for an exciting conclusion to this game. I'm really excited. Win or lose for the Raiders, I'm excited to see how this fifth set goes down, because I think it's going to be a really exciting finish here to the game. But over in the women's soccer quarterfinal going on at Mount Union Stadium, BW has rallied here in the second half, and in the 75th minute currently lead 5-3 over the Purple Raiders. But we'll be back here when this intermission concludes for the fifth and concluding set here tonight. And time for the fifth and concluding set here tonight. What's been a very exciting matchup between these two squads, the Raiders and Heidelberg. And looking at the stats going into this final set, Evan Bartel leading the way for the Purple Raiders with 14 kills on the night. Maddie Saransky, 12 as well for her team to pace Heidelberg. And looking at total points on the night, Saransky credited with 13.5 of her team's points so far on the night, and Leininger leading the team with 18 credited points so far. But now it'll be Heidelberg's serve to start off the fifth set here with Pena back at the stripe for Coach Miller. Set, middle, Bartel, a laser beam down Main Street for the kill, and the Raiders open up with a 1-0 lead. And looking over at hitting percentage, Bartel hitting .370 so far on the match. Estula swing there, just puts it inside the sideline to tie the game up. Heidelberg responding with an exciting high-level hit of their own. And looking over at Heidelberg, Hampshire currently hitting .500 on the game to pace her team. Truex hitting .278 and Evac hitting .208 to round out the top three. Set back, Elson, a swing there, gets around the blockers. Oni pops it up, and the Raiders get the point here. In the net, called on Heidelberg. And Caceres back at the service stripe now. Thomas with the dig, set middle. Evac a swing, popped up by Caceres. Set outside, Leininger a swing cross court. And flies up and kept alive. Oni hits it over. Ellison picks up the dig. Set back to Ellison. Ellison snipes the back line for the point. And the Raiders are fired up down there. Oni gets down there, picks up the dig. And Petiti, a swing there, popped up by the Purple Raiders. Set middle. Meyer hits it over to the side. Pena gets a touch. And Thomas hits it over. Set up. Darby Leininger down Main Street for the kill. 4-1 Raiders lead. Thomas with the dig, set back. Evac a swing, splits the blockers, popped up, and an overpass for the kill by the Purple Raiders. Heaven Bartel with a bump kill. And Heidelberg wants to talk things over, trailing 5-1 here in the concluding fifth set of the game. We'll be back. All right, coming out of the timeout, the MAC is absolutely rocking here. Caceres the serve, gets his back underway. Oni with the dig, set, middle. Estel gets a whiff of that one and set back by Meyer, and it looks like a double going to be called. And indeed, that'll be the call going against Alexis Meyer. Yet another freshman, a freshman out of Avon Lake and Avon Lake High School, who's had a pretty big impact here in her first year in the program. And a miscommunication or something with the Raiders there leads to a service. Leads to a service ace for Estel. And Meyer blocks back at the net. And off a block there by Meyer. That'll go down as a kill for Petiti. 5-4. Heidelberg starting to close the gap here, opening up with 3 points out of the timeout. Set outside. Leininger, a swing off the block, kept alive by Pena. And set over by Thomas. Snipes the back corner for the kill. Raiders go up by 2. Once again, great placement there. Molly Thomas. If you're going to set the ball, you got to attack where the defense is, and you can't just set it over to set it over. You got to attack where they're not, and that's what she did there. Attacking the back corner where there wasn't a soul in sight. Gets the point. Popped up, set back. Evac, a swing down the line, popped up. And an overpass sent back and off the block. That'll go down as a point. Heidelberg picking it up now. Refusing to let the Raiders get any more separation after rallying back from a 4-point deficit heading into the timeout. Sprunger hits it over. Kept alive by Petiti. Up the net. Truex, a swing off the block by Meyer, gets the point, and it's a 6-6 ball game here at the MAC. Sprunger hits it over. And out of bounds. And the Raiders going to call a timeout, trailing 7-6 here. Heidelberg absolutely rallying, coming out of that first timeout that they called. At that point, it was 5-1. At this point, 7-6. And Heidelberg outscoring the Raiders 6-1 following that timeout. And this is the type of run I really think this team has been capable of all night. Like in that previous set when I said, hey, the Raiders really aren't comfortable here until they get 21, 22 points up with the sizable lead they had. I'll tell you what. This is why, because this Heidelberg team is more than capable of ripping off 6-1 runs and other runs in the same neighborhood as that. That's all in their wheelhouse. They can do that. They are talented enough to do that. You can't sleep on this team. You can't fall asleep at the wheel, or this team is going to make you pay. The Raiders find that out right now. They need to refocus here, or Heidelberg is going to run away with this set and the game. But, I mean, I was definitely right here. This is turning out to be a pretty exciting fifth set here. At first, it looked like the Raiders are going to run away with it. Then Heidelberg rallies back into it. Now let's see. I'm excited to see how the Raiders respond coming out of this timeout. Custer Border, her serve. Long there, and a good follow by Darby Leininger. And what? What? And overruled. The ruling was changed there. 8-6. A service ace there. Initially it was called out. Set back. Meyer a swinging long there, and the Raiders trail by 3. Sprunger gets up and gets the kill there. Sprunger ends the run for Heidelberg, and that was a much-needed point for the Purple Raiders. They really needed that. Heidelberg was starting to go on a run. Now initially that service ace was called out. Then it's changed. That was a big call there. If that goes the Purple Raiders' way, this is a different game right now. But Thomas with the dig. Petiti a swing. Popped up by Guerrera. Sprunger a swing now. And another kill. Back-to-back kills for Isabella Sprunger. And it's a 9-8 ball game here at the MAC. Set outside. And at the feet of Noah's kept alive. And sent across. And a kill there for Heaven Bartel. 3 straight kills for the Raiders. And it's a 9-9 ball game. What a run for the Purple Raiders there to rally. I mean, they could have let that game get ugly quickly. Instead, they rally, they focused, and they've made plays. That's how championship teams, that's how winning teams respond. I love this response from the Purple Raiders. Tremendous. Especially after that error there. And off the block there, Raiders get the point. Raiders up 10-9. I mean, after that hitting error that went long, the Raiders could have easily just folded there. They could have made more mistakes, let it continue to get in their head. In volleyball, unlike a lot of games, honestly, the mental aspect is probably the biggest part of it. Truthfully, the physical aspect of the game is probably only a quarter of it. 3/4 of this game is mental. But they showed a lot of mental strength there. I love that. the mental strength that this team showed to shake that off. They had a call that was changed. They had a long hit. They shook all that off. Now they're making plays. They're responding. And they weren't all necessarily easy hits like, Sprunger had blockers right up in her face, still managed to make the play. But Heidelberg burning a timeout, 10-9. And that'll be their final timeout of the set, final timeout of the game. And the Raiders are just 5 points away from moving on to the semifinal. I tell you what, the Mount Union faithful in the building, the Heidelberg faithful, both sides are really getting into this game and getting fired up. During that timeout, you couldn't see that, but assistant basketball coach Mike Gray getting fired up, getting the home crowd fired up. The Raiders somehow keep that one going, and Sprunger adjusts, hits it over, kept up by Thomas, and a hit across. May with the dig, and Sprunger a cross-court swing, goes out of bounds. And hit across by Custerborder. Set back, Sprunger another swing. This time sends it long, doesn't touch anyone. And the Raiders give up the point there at 10-10. And now a battle to 5 points between the two squads. Patrisco coming on in the back row defensively for Mount Union. And Petiti back at the service stripe. Caceres with the dig. And Bartella swing. Pumped up by Petiti. Back and a swing there. Kept alive by Caceres. Great hustle. Bartella swing off the block. Picked up by Oni. And Evac blocked back at the net by Sprunger. Truex a swing over. And Alexis Meyer at the net. Blocked back. Hit across by Sprunger and gets the kill. Puts it into the middle of the back row. And I think Heidelberg thought the play was going to be dead there. It was blocked back. Wow, what a sequence there. And Raiders up 11-10. Meyer serve. Picked up, set outside. And Saransky with a swing, and the Raiders mistime it off the hoop. And Klopp misjudges where the ball is going to go. Ends up giving up the point. Oni with a serve. Picked up by Patrisco. A short one there. Sprunger gets up. Hits towards the back corner. Popped up. And a long hit there. No touch called. And the Raiders get the point. Let's go, baby. 12-11 Raiders. And I mean, this energy, man. This energy is unreal in the MAC right now. It's just unreal. Molly Thomas. Her serve on the way. Popped up by Saransky. Up the net, a swing. And a violation called going against Heidelberg. And Coach Miller can't believe it. And I believe it doubles what they're calling. So 13-11 Raiders just 2 points away from a date with Ohio Northern in the semifinal. And off the side hoop, they'll play it, get it over. Caceres with the dig. Set outside. Bartell with a swing off the block. Gets the kill. And the Raiders need one more. 14-11. And this next rally could be it. And if this is the last time that these Raiders get to play here in the MAC this season, what a send-off it is. Just an electric atmosphere here tonight. And Saransky gets up and blocked back, and the Raiders will win it. The Raiders will win it 15-11, and they're moving on to the semifinal. They'll be taking on Ohio Northern. And what a matchup, an instant classic between these two teams. Both teams at moments, they were absolutely dominant. There were plenty of moments where these teams, and the rest of the way, honestly, when one team wasn't dominating the other, those teams were going head-to-head. Really competitive, swing for swing, blow for blow. You know, serve for serve, pass for pass, block for block. Just tremendous, tremendous effort here tonight from both squads and the Raiders. Their season will continue on as they'll improve and move on to the OAC semifinal, taking on Ohio Northern on Thursday up in Ada. Good luck to them, and hope you enjoyed listening along here tonight. Have a great night.